This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
The districts in Canada,
from the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are. Join us.
you are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are now broadcasting live here in Canada. I'm Brother Bexley Utok from the Ecclesiastical District of Manitoba here in the heart of Canada. But of course, I'm not alone. I have also some hosts with us as well. And let me start off from the West Coast. Let's start with Brother Felix. Hello, Ka Felix. Nandiyan ba? Mukhang na-frozen. Let's go to Kuya JC. Kuya JC, nandyan ka pa?
Yes, of course. Nandito ako. Hello po. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching, listening, and streaming INC Radio. Oh. Anyway po, samahan niyo po kami for an hour of kwentuhan, kulitan, usapan, at kulitan ulit.
Ulitin ulit, Kuya.
And yes po, hello po. And let's go to Kuya Felix. Hopefully, okay na ang kanyang audio. Kuya?
All right. Yes, good afternoon, brothers. I'm Brother Felix Gumitong from the local congregation of Maple Ridge, District of British Columbia. And good afternoon to all our viewers and listeners who are tuning in right now.
Nako. Medyo mainit na yun ang panahon, di ba, mga kuyas? Kasi dito, it's definitely hitting in the 30s. Dati, in the last couple weeks, di ba, puro ulan, malamig. Ngayon, here sa district ng Manitoba, we're actually experiencing plus 30 weather. Ewan ko dyan sa inyo kasi medyo mountainous din sa kina Kuya JC and then kina Kuya Felix. It's in the, sa dagat or the sea. So, sa inyo, Kuya JC, ano bang temperature na yun dyan sa inyo?
Mainit sa amin. Actually, it's hot. Like 26 to 30. Okay naman. Manageable. I would rather have 20-ish to 35 rather than having more than 35 compared to the other regions. But I don't want anything below 24.
Nag-aircon na kayo? Are you using AC?
You'll notice kasi mga bata pinagpapawisan. So yes, we do.
Yes. Tama. With your kids. How about there po, Kuya Felix? How is it in BC? Because it's near the
Yes.
ocean.
Same here, po, brother. Medyo it's getting warmer. We're getting like 30 plus also here. So it's not that different with your weather, po.
Yes.
Vancouver and their oceans.
Yes. So, pero at least
So,
maganda ang panahon. Yes, exactly. Most lalo din sa inyo. We're experiencing the beautiful weather, which is really good. So, again, just going straight now into our topic, we have a really, really interesting topic here. For the first 6 months, again, we're done the first 6 months of the year. So, we're welcoming the halfway point of 2024. So today's episode, our discussion is going to be focusing on how we did the first half of this year. join, of course, our discussion on what we already accomplished and yet to accomplish in the next half of the year. So, mabilis ang panahon, di ba? I mean, 6 months just parang pagpikit mo or you just blink your eye, it's already June, July, right? And we're now in the halfway point. So again, we all have goals, diba? We all have different goals that we want to set. And of course, we always want to try to keep those goals, diba? So kayo ka, Brother Felix, ano bang mga goals ninyo? Like from the beginning of the year, I mean, it could be anything. What was the thing, the plan that you wanted to do in the beginning of the year? And how is it now?
So sa akin, it's actually kind of different, kasi like commonly yung goals natin, we have a very specific goal. We want to achieve this, doing something that how can we make things happen. But for me kasi, more of adjustments, because I've been here in Canada for like 8 months, something like that.
Oh,
So most
wow.
of my half, yeah. So most of my half year, in 2024, I've been more of focused about how can I adjust myself to, work environments, how to deal with my workmates, something like that. So, and building also, especially, most especially my foundation and my faith, like in terms of, making things right at the beginning, because that's how it works. Like if we don't make things right at the beginning, then probably we don't have that result or the big thing, the best things, that we want at the end of the journey. So parang ganun lang po. I've been into different adjustments, and I'm grateful na I've made it naman. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, Kuya. Again, congrats that nandito ka na sa Canada. I mean, it's definitely a big adjustment for you. Mas lalo when it comes to
Yes, I
a
know.
different culture, di ba? You came from obviously the Philippines, right? So
Yeah.
coming from there, just the same thing, just like my wife as well. She came last year, so she's been here about 9 months as well. So medyo
Oh,
nag-adjust pa rin. And again, your adjustment is still ongoing, right? Because you want to be
yes.
able to settle
And
down.
and Yeah, and also because moving here by myself, like I don't have like my family, I don't have any kind of relatives, so it's really a big adjustment for me, but
Well, so far so good naman. Like I said, because of one thing is that we never, as you know, Iglesia ni Cristo or Church of Christ members, we never lose our
yeah,
faith and hope, diba? We always put our trust in God to help us to get where we want to be, and it doesn't matter where you are. But again, being that you know you're alone, that's a
exactly.
definitely a very big adjustment because you're not with any family. But so far so good, which is good, and you're here with us now, right? And you're discussing
Yeah,
the topic, and which is really anotag. Uh, but again,
I know.
because you're
Yes, bro.
almost in that halfway point, because you've been here for that amount of time, you say 6 7 months, you're setting your goals. Have you achieved again all the goals that you wanted to achieve, knowing that you didn't know what to expect coming from a different country? Like I said, it's a big culture shock coming to a new country. You don't know what to expect. What can you say so far that you achieved?
For me, yes, po, I would say so far I've achieved something by now with the goals that I've set in. Especially as you mentioned, I don't have like a lot of expectations in myself also, kasi nga I don't know like what's gonna happen here, and but so far po for me, getting into like pressure of expecting a lot of myself, like um making things like, for example, the love of the brethren.
Yes, yes, that's true, Kuya. When it comes to the love of the brethren, wherever you go, anywhere in the world, as long as
Isa,
that you have a
like,
locale
yes,
to go to.
yes po. And especially yung support ng mga kapatid, that's the best thing that I can
Yes.
when.
Yes. Medyo choppy-choppy ko, Kuya, pero we can hear you and understand you. But let's pop over to kina Kuya JC. Now, because you've been in Canada for a while, again, syempre, may mga goals ka. Mas lalo na yon na You have a you have a very growing family, 'di ba? So ano mga goals na sineset mo from the beginning of the year na gusto mo i-achieve for the year of 2024?
O kasi ako, ah, medyo goal-oriented ako in a sense that I try to have a long term and a short term. Yung long term is something that you could able to get right away, and yung short term is something that needs time to accomplish. Got it. If it's we're talking about year, mga short term goals kasi yun. Kagaya sa in a year, uh, so I have three kids. One short term that we usually do is for the kids to be able to visit some place na hindi pa sila nakakapunta or to go out during summer. Kasi they para sa amin ng wife ko is they need to explore the world para makita nila. Though yung before kasi time namin hindi the first time I rode an airplane is parang 23 yata. I'm old already. Pero right now is like kids, they yung ano ko is like 2 years old, 1 year old. They're flying already. So parang for us, we try to tend to create memories for them, bring them out, bring them to places, tapos experience, teach them something like that. So siguro for us, for me right now, is yun ang goal namin. Kasi we still have a young one. Just to go out, just for them to have some memories during summer. Pero yun nga, in the end, you have pag work related naman, it's something that's a long-term goal kasi the work kasi is something that you think of before you do move. You could, when you are young, you could able to just take whatever you want to or do whatever you want to do. Pero when you are getting a little bit older and there's a lot of responsibilities, then it adjusts. Kaya yun, those are the things that I usually probably could do. Mag-a-adjust yung mga goals mo based on your age, your status, and how you are. So,
Yes, Kuya. That's a really good point when you said goals. Goals doesn't just stick to one certain time, 'di ba? You have those short and you have those long-term goals. And yung long-term goal mo or yung short-term goal mo is for your kids. And yun ang ano tag doon is that you want to be able to have them experience the different things every year, right? And you want to focus on their growth and you want to see them grow up and you want to be able to have them experience as much as they can, you know.
kasi
For
when you set a goal, kinakailangan meron kang barometer on which or how can you say that you reach your goal. You need to have like a status end on every goal that you do. Or else you
mm,
won't be able to say it a goal kasi hindi mo alam kung kailan mo na-reach yung goal mo. So yun yung siguro the way I look at it. It's like something that we could able to measure, something that we could able to say that, oh, I reached this. Kasi merong goals na impossible to reach. Pero
yes.
still aim for it. Pero alam mong imposible. Pero there are good goals that has a way for you to reach and for you to be able to say, oh, I completed this already. So,
Tama, tama. That's true. Like when it comes to having that start and that end, because the end result obviously is what you want to achieve. Being that the topic we were on here is the short term goal sense, but this still has to have some sort of end result. And tama ka yun, Kuya JC. But when it comes to getting those end results that we want, obviously may mga high and low points sa pag-achieve ng goals, di ba? What are some of those mga challenges na na-encounter ninyo when trying to achieve that goal that you want to achieve? Syempre may mga harang or any obstacles. How do you get past those obstacles, Kuya?
lagay mo yun, siguro lagay mo yung when you try to reach your goals, like you're like on a car, diba, using the wheel. Sometimes there are bumpy roads when you try to reach it. So there are talagang ano kasi yung mga not say failures but lessons. There are lessons that can be taught based on what you experience. Kunwari, you let's say siguro one goal that you want is to go, let's say, somewhere in the US, like an amusement park in the US. But then again, for you to be able to reach that goal for your kids, you need to have a certain budget. You need to save a lot of money. But what if along the way there are some emergencies that you were able to spend some of your monies to much useful cost or much better cost? So you'll not be able to attain that goal to go to that amusement park in the US. But instead, yun nga, as there one lesson or like things that will not doesn't go on your way, what you could do is just shift over and turn to the left corner and go somewhere else, which is a little bit much cheaper, that is within your budget, but still gonna give experience to your kids. So yun yung ano, in every lessons there will be there are like in every failures there's lessons that you need to learn. Pero remember, if there's failures, there's another way to conquer it, or just take the high road or left road or right road, or I don't know what road you want to take. Pero just don't stop. Kasi if you stop, that's the failure winning over you. Pero if you don't stop, look for another way. It does teach you something.
Oh, tama, tama kuya. That's very good when it comes to goal setting as well. To have, ano tawag din, ililista mo yung mga, ano tawag, if one doesn't work, do the other way. Yung sinasabi mo, go to the left or go to the right, di ba? So for you, for example, Kuya Felix, knowing that you're new into the country of Canada, syempre ikaw din may mga obstacles din. When it's, for example, coming in to Canada, yung expectation mo, ano bang mga obstacles na i-encounter mo? What are those different obstacles that you faced, and what are those challenges that got you through so far in this year that ano nakapag ano tayo, you're now in Canada? What can you say about that?
So coming here in Canada po, no, for someone like me na there's a lot of process kasi when you come here, it doesn't mean that you are like capable of doing things, you know, different things. You have your own limits. Kumbaga, hanggang dun ka lang. Uh, as long as like you're not a resident or a citizen, kumbaga, you're bound to something for rules to rules, you know, left and right, there are rules and you need to follow all those rules. So siguro yun yung isa sa pinaka parang obstacle for someone like me coming here like you need to follow those rules though you have some kind of things na gusto mong gawin pero hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin and you have to follow what is rules because rules are strictly implemented here in Canada. So for me, I guess you just have to take it slow, you know, take your time. I mean, just one step at a time. You know, you can do things sabay-sabay. So you just have to take your time. And of course, it's always like, you know, you see yourself sometimes. You're always not on top of your game. You're always not on top of your game. I mean, talagang sometimes you feel like you see yourself parang um, you're down, something like that. It's really normal, you know. It's part of growth, and it's where you learn for you to be more wiser, or in later decisions that you're making. And yeah, just keep on praying and ask for guidance of the Almighty God. I think that's something that really helps me po to keep push through. That's it po.
Galing, galing. So, like I said, both ends, like I said, have some sort of way of prioritizing your goal setting, diba? Regardless of what it is, diba? You're always taking. I mean, you're gonna take chances sometimes, right? But if it doesn't work for you, you're going to do what you can to make it work. But at the same time, as you mentioned, Kuya Felix, is that there's also rules. In goal setting, there's also rules too, right? You can't always surpass those rules. And you want to, make sure that you're always on the right step. So from what I'm gauging here from both Kuya Jason, Kuya Felix, is that when it comes to goal setting, there's that prioritization on both ends, right? How you're going to lead way of going to that that certain goal that you want to meet, right? Pero sa akin lang, for me, the same thing. Like when I do goal setting, of course, I want to prioritize myself as well when it comes to that. What's important and what's least important. Obviously, you want to do what's most important first, but it may not be at that case. Sometimes you may want to do the first things that are less important and work your way up to the important, diba? So, yun ang ano tawag doon when it comes to, for my part, when it comes to goal setting. So, being that we're not done the year end, right? What is ultimately gusto ninyong ano tawag in the next 6 months? Is there other steps that you want to take? Syempre, we want to goal set. We have, for example, Kuya Felix, when it comes to you selling down in Canada, how do you see yourself in the next 6 months? What are those steps that you want to be able to achieve so that you can settle down and again make this your again? I know this is what you want to be. Is you want to have your permanent home here in Canada.
So for me po, no, maybe for the next 6 months, I would love to have my driving license first.
Yun, oh, di ba? Go- Goal setting, di
Yeah,
ba?
it's really important. It's really important here po. And of course, to prepare some like documents na kailangan ko in order for me to like apply for uh comply with the requirements that needed in order for me to apply for residency. And for now, maybe I'm focused also on learning some new things like side hustles. Kasi nga, life is hard and we need to keep on um, ourselves with how technology works. There's a lot of opportunities out there. And, yung bagay na hindi naman makakapinsala sa mga pagtupad natin, but somehow it can help us, in our daily lives. So maybe yun po sa ngayon muna.
Yes, tama, tama. Kayo Kuya JC, because you're focused so much sa family, sa kids, 'di ba? Ano bang next? Because knowing that now it's summer vacation sa mga bata, right? This is where you can probably do all of your goals. Pero in the end result for the next 6 months, ano bang gusto mo achieve for the rest of the year kasama ang family at kids mo?
Ako marami. Ang dami ko pang project na kinakailangan kong gawin sa this. But to be honest, goals, you have your own goals and you have like other goals for you that you need to finish. Kagaya ngayon, like we're almost on the 110th anniversary. There's so many projects, there's so many activities that are coming. Then after that, you continue some of the things that you usually do. So those are goals na you need to do and help out for the church. Then you have your family goals na yun nga, you want to go out, you want to go this, you want to have prepare your kids for the next school. So marami. Goals will always be there. Napakadami mong gustong gawin. Yun nga, may mga specifics ka lang. Pero what you just need to do is just like hit one of them uh, based on what you can do. Pero yun nga, just try to aim and finish some of the goals that you have allotted for your year. So siguro like yun nga, travel for the kids, some projects for the districts. Yun lang siguro, just some minor ones that I am looking forward to finish.
Yan, yan. Ang ganda mga mga goals ano tawag. So, again, before we go to our next segment of our actual show, Kuya Felix, ano bang mga advice mo? Mas lalo because you're new, like I said, into the country. Ano bang advice mo mabibigyan mo sa mga guests and listeners na yon that are listening? What can you give them as advice that are looking to, yeah, katulad ganitong goal setting, makapunta sa ibang bansa or go to another country to live? Ano masasabi mo dyan? Ano mga advice mo?
So for me, advice, I would say po, it's really normal that when you set goals, as they say, the first step is always the hardest. So it's really normal when you struggle into something which is big goals that you are setting in yourself. But somehow, kumbaga, andyan ka na sa sitwasyon na yan, you just have to keep pushing. You'll see yourself sometimes na nada-down ka, but it's really normal. It's part of your growth and learning experience. So you just have to there's a lot of informations out there. You just have to check the informations that really can help you. And also, sa atin naman, for us members of Church of Christ, there are brethren also that can help us, and you just have to ask them, learn from them, and they can help you eventually. And yeah, of course, whatever plans you have, just have to always ask for guidance from our Almighty God, and that's the best thing to do. For
Yes.
prayers.
Tama, tama talaga ni Kuya Felix. You hit it on the ball right there. Talaga yung faith natin. Kuya JC, kayo po, ano bang mga advice na pwede mo bibigyan?
For general, create a goal that is aimable and that you could able to finish. And then kagaya ng sinabi ni Kuya Felix, all goals, all things that you do will be useless if you don't include our Almighty God. So remember, if you aim something, if you want something, you pray. And yun yung tinuturo ko sa anak ko, it's like you pray. Like anything that you do, you pray. Kasi in the end, like people will not be able to help you. There are limitations on what the others could able to help you to reach your goal. Pero our Almighty God, it's unlimited. Like there's no limit on what He could able to do to help you. So yun ang ano.
Uh, that's so true. Like I said, you can have unlimited goals, but never forget that the one that always provides us, the end result for our goals is our Almighty God when it comes to our goals that we set. So before we go, let's go to our next segment. If Kuya Tech is ready to play our CFO vision of this year, again, it is again a Iglesia ni Cristo original music. So if Kuya Tech is ready, it's called the CFO Vision 2004, and it's by its Legacy. So if Kuya Tech is ready to play it, go ahead, po.
Hi, Robo.
Hi, look who's here. Come on, EJ. Let's go upstairs.
Wow, Lolo, your house is so nice.
Thanks, EJ. I'm so glad you stayed for me for a week. As the days went by, I couldn't help but notice something special about EJ. His kindness, his compassion, and his enthusiasm reminded me of the values I once taught to my son. He may be young, but he already embodies the values of a good Christian. Hey Jay, when your dad's still young, he wants to play outside.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
That's true. Okay, let's go. As we sat in church that Sunday morning, I realized something important. Maybe my son was not disregarding the lessons I taught him when he was young. And now, I have a chance to pass on my legacy to a new generation. I'm so grateful to spend time with you.
Me too.
I love you too, EJ.
You know, Lolo, my dad said family is the most important thing.
That is a wise man, EJ. And you're absolutely right.
Kahit ako ay bata, walang malay sa buhay at pamumuhay. Nangangailangan ng patnubay. isip, tinuturuan, mga pangaral ni tatay, mga payo rin ni nanay. O sa aking kabataan, pahahalagahan ang mga paggabay, aking uunawain, aral sa akin na utos ng ama, aking susundin, aking gagawin. Sa'yo, Ama, ako'y tulungan na sa aking paglaki.
Wow, ang ganda talaga ang video nun.
Yep, that's a nice video, kuya.
Yes. So that's such a nice inspiration video, di ba? I believe it had was nominated for one of the best videos po. So definitely praises be to God that our district has been recognized po with that video. So hopefully po we'll go to our next actual segment, which will be the Vancouver travel log. So if Kuya Tech po is ready to play the next video po, go ahead po.
Hello! Let's travel Canada together. Today we will be featuring beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Oh, hi everyone! I am Sister Kathy Cruz and you are watching INCRadio Canada. And for today, I will be showing you cherry blossoms! Downtown Vancouver has a lot of places to see and eat. Now, let's go for a walk along the streets and explore the sights. Let's start from Waterfront Station, which is a major transit hub located near Canada Place. Nearby, you'll find shopping centers like Pacific Centre and Granville Street. It's around lunchtime, so let's go grab a bite to eat. Popular amongst the locals and always a tasty treat are Japanese-inspired hot dogs and shoyu fries. Yum! But now that we've grabbed a bite to eat, let's go near the water to Canada Place. It is home to the Vancouver Convention Centre, a hotel and a virtual flight ride. Nearby the water, it gives a view of the mountains and a perfect mix of sea to sky. You'll also see the nearby Olympic cauldron of the Vancouver Winter Olympics 2010. But there's an important stop we have to make on our trip. Let's not forget, no matter where we go, let's always find a place of worship. Let's head to Burnaby Chapel, where several locals hold their worship service. Of course, weather changes quite frequently, as Vancouver can also be known as Vancouver. Let's go for dinner at a popular Asian fusion restaurant known for its butter beef and chicken wings. Now we're all fed, let's go for a walk with umbrellas and jackets along popular historic Gastown. Breathtaking, isn't it? Of course, we can't forget great company, and ice cream makes for a memorable experience. And that's 1 Minute Canada. See you again next time.
Wow, gusto ko nang bumalik ng Vancouver. It's been a while since I visited. Again, such a beautiful city when it comes to the food, the scenery. Kuya, JC, kailan ba last time nakapunta ka ng Vancouver?
I think 2 years ago. We drove there for 2 years ago, yes. It's nice. So actually, when I first came here, I almost planned to, what do you call this, move to Vancouver, pero hindi kami nakapagano. But yeah, it's nice and it's fun. Weather,
Yes naman, it's fun naman. But you're so close naman. How many hours from Calgary?
in 10-hour drive.
Wow, 10 hours. So it's like next door. Talaga, it's next door, right? It's right. The province is so it's right beside. Just drive any time, right? 10 hours.
Oh, ano naman? it is malapit and good. Pero yun nga, it's like uh you need to plan if you want to drive. Some of my friends like they could fly there right away. They want to, pero ikaw if you want to you need to plan if you want to drive para makarating ka doon.
Yes, that's true. You just it's driving, but it's still better. Well, flying is easy too. It probably flight is what 1 hour versus here in Manitoba, driving is about 24. If you go straight, 24 hours.
Mhm.
Pero it's still a long drive, so it's better to fly. And of course, brother Felix is already there. Kuya Felix is already in Vancouver, so he's enjoying everything that has it's there in Vancouver. So it's such a nice anotag. Thank you, Ati Kat, for that travel log again. It's nice to see that the different sites in Canada. So if Kuya Tech is ready to play our bumper for our next segment, we're catching up with Canada.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Canada. Let's see what our brethren have been up to this week and what other activities we can expect.
So Kuya JC, kung may mga activities for catching up Canada.
Yes, we have some activities actually. One is the INC concert is coming 110 is coming in 2 weeks. We will going to have that. We also have some uh, local picnics that is happening from our local will be happening in 2 weeks also. I don't have the exact details, but yes, those are some of the projects that we are having ongoing for the 110th. So
Yeah. That's good, Kuya. I mean, our districts are definitely active, Mas lalo because it's summer. This is the best time to get a lot of activities in. That's why here in the district of Manitoba, we will be having our international food fair, which will be happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. At the Tyndall Park Community Center. So there'll be different countries that are being representative, and I believe our locale is going to be doing Germany, and I believe there's also Korea and Japan, and vice versa. So it's going to be definitely a good thing, and the weather is again promising, which is really great. So hope to see all of our brethren there. In our district. Again, not just in our district, yeah, all the other districts, if they're coming to Manitoba, you're more than welcome to visit. Come join us tomorrow at our International Food Day. And as Kuya JC mentioned, he also has a INC concert that will be happening as well. For us, it'll be in July the 28th. We'll be having to commemorate the 110th anniversary of the Church of Christ. It'll be held at the Centennial Concert Hall on that day, and as well there will be the 52nd anniversary photo exhibit shoot there as well at the Centennial Concert Hall. And as well, on July 21st, we will be having our INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation Day. This will be held at the Forks, and this will be the lighting of the bridge there in Winnipeg, downtown Winnipeg. And also, we'll be simultaneously having our INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation Day. And as well, on July 27th, we'll have our district wide baptism and evangelical mission, which will be held at the Weston Chapel. But this is something that we'll be looking forward to in the month of August. That it's a really big activity, but I don't want to share it right now. But since we're here, we're going to share it. It's just a sneak peek that we'll be having our international Kadiwa meet and greet. So stay tuned for that. That's something that's going to be big. It's again the first word, international. It's not just in Canada, not in just in US. It's all over the world. So be in touch with that. So if Kuya Felix, if you have any activities if in British Columbia.
Oh, yes po. So last week was a busy week for our district. But for this week po, we're just reminding all the finance officers for the general meeting and that is tomorrow at 7 p.m. It will be held at multiple venues in our district. Well,
Nice, Kuya. Like I said, it's the take advantage of the weather. Lalo. I'm sure there's way more activities, and I definitely share it in the next couple of weeks for sure. Also, as well for the special gathering, as mentioned, for the finance officers, it was held yesterday as well. We had ours here in our district yesterday, which was July the 5th, which was yesterday. As well. So, Kuya Tech, if you're ready to go ahead, let's go to the video material for our next segment, which is what's in your cookbook po. If you can go ahead and play that, what's in your cookbook, and it's a really yummy, yummy recipe that will be done by our brother or Kuya Stanley.
Hello, INCRadio Canada. It's your quiz Stan here from the District of Calgary, Canada, and welcome to What's in My Cookbook.
Hello everyone, welcome to our segment, What's in Your Cookbook? Join us and learn for a new recipe for today.
Today's recipe, we will go international and we're going to cook the Thai basil chicken. So let's get started. But before we start, let's make sure to wash your hands, and here are the ingredients. So you'll need garlic 5 piece cloves minced, serrano 1 piece, and chicken breast cubed 3 pieces, soy sauce 3 tablespoons, oyster sauce 3 tablespoons, fish sauce 1 teaspoon, lemon juice 7 tablespoons, and basil either 1 bunch or 10 leaves. First step, get a wok and put it on high heat, and once the wok is hot, saute the garlic to release those aromatics. Just give it a quick stir so it doesn't stick on the wok. Once your garlic is golden brown, let's start to add our chilies. Let us release the aromatic from the chilies as well, and give it a little quick stir so it doesn't stick on the pan, and again to flavor the whole thing. Once the chilies and the garlic are kind of golden brown again, then we can add a little bit more oil, and then at this process you can add your cube chicken so that we could a little bit more stir fry in the next few minutes. During this time, you can add your oyster sauce as well as your soy sauce, and as well don't forget to give it a little bit of a quick stir so that it does incorporate that flavor into our chicken and to all of the dishes. After a quick simmer, you can add your lemon juice to reduce the saltiness of the dish. Lastly, now you can start slowly incorporating your basil leaves and like freshly torn to the wok so that it does incorporate that aromatics again to make sure it does incorporate that basil flavor. And finally, you can put your wonderful basil chicken on a bed of steaming hot rice to enjoy the dish. There you have it, the Thai basil chicken. And this finishes our segment for today. But don't forget to watch INCRadio Canada. That's every Sunday at 8 a.m. Philippine Standard Time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to INCRadio DZM 954. That's been your quiz Stan. Bye for now.
Hello everyone, welcome to our segment, What's in Your Cookbook? Join us and learn for a new recipe for today.
Wow, ang sarap naman ng pagluluto ni Kuya Stan. Which reminds me, of course, it's our very own chef here in INCRadio Canada, our very own Stan Amandi, Brother Stan Amandi. Kuya Stan, just want to wish you, of course, it's not, he's also celebrating his birthday. So want to also greet Kuya Stan, very, very happy birthday po sa inyo. So, yun, happy birthday. So, let's go to our team live chat. There's some comments that are being mentioned here in our team live chat. So, we'll just say a few here po. So, from Nits Malasaga, watching from the local ng Pateros, Metro Manila East. Hello po. From Mario Apoa, good morning here in the Philippines and enjoying watching. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. And then here from Luisa Silvio, happy watching. Happy watching from the locale of San Marino, locale of Cavite, South Philippines. And from Junilin Soreda, happy watching po mula sa lokal ng Kawal distrito ng Cabanaba. I'm not sure what that is. I hope I pronounced that right. And then from my own wife, she said, watching po from the district of Manitoba from lovely Elaine Manabat. And from May Sheila Cuyones, happy viewing po, watching from the locale of Katburawan. I think that's correct as I said it, Albay district in the Philippines. And from Joe Montemayor, happy watching po. And from our Ate Oz here in the district of Saskatchewan. Good evening, INCRadio Canada. Greetings from Ka John, Alvin, and Oz Ching, tuning in from the district of Saskatchewan po. Thank you po, Ate Oz, for always supporting us in our INCRadio program. And of course, Kuya JC just said hello po to Ate Oz. From Davina Delgala, happy viewing po from the locale of Lakewood, district of Orange County, California. And from Ate Zenaida Novesteras, happiest birthday, Brother Stan Amandi. And of course, our producer from BC, Ate Kathleen Ga. Hello po, happy birthday, Stan. So yun ang mga actual comments and messages from our team live chat. So of course, we had a show that, of course, talked about a lot about goal setting, right? Most especially when it comes to the first half of our year. So again, as we reflect at the halfway mark of the year, this is the time that we can reflect on the goals we have set in the beginning of this year. Are you on track? Have your priorities shifted? Or perhaps new opportunities emerged? Celebrate the milestones you have achieved so far, no matter how small or big, and acknowledgement the growth you have made. Most of all, do not forget to pray to our Almighty God and ask for His guidance as you approach the next half of this year, 2024. Because in all of the things we do and all the things we plan won't be a success if we don't include our Almighty God. So then that's the Christian value takeaway that we can get. And of course, Kuya JC and Kuya Felix, what they mentioned, we never forget as Church of Christ members to ever forget to include our Almighty God when it comes to our plans or our goal setting. And that goes for anything that we ever think about in life. So of course, because our show, of course, is almost about to end. Is there any final greetings, Kuya Felix, that you want to say to our audience tonight?
Yes po. Again, thank you for having me tonight po. Greetings, marami.
Oh,
So
go
first,
ahead.
gusto ko pong batiin. Sige, simulan natin yan. So yun, I'd like to greet my family sa Pilipinas. Of course, mom and dad ko, sa mga kapatid, sa relatives namin. Kamusta kayong lahat? Ayan. And to all my co-church officers po dito sa Maple Ridge in our district, British Columbia. And also to our resident minister, Brother Jason Constantino, and to our district supervising minister, Brother Glendo Baitan. Hello po. That's it for me po, Kuya.
Thank you, Kuya Felix. Anything you like to add, Kuya JC? Anything that you like to add regarding the goal settings, especially our Christian takeaway that we've learned so far? And any final
I
greetings, of course.
final greetings na siguro. Pero yun nga kanina, again, pray pray for all the goals. Pero final greetings to everyone po. Thank you for listening to all the kids na I need to go up because they're wrestling each other. Hello kids, konti pa. and of course to the families, the family in the Philippines here in Calgary, to everyone po. Join us next week.
Thank you po, Kuya JC. Like I said, I know that you have three to take care of. So thank you so much for Kuya JC and Kuya Felix for joining our show. Of course, as mentioned, without this being possible, before we, of course, end our show, of course, a very special acknowledgement goes to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Christian Family Organizations Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, for everything, of course, that you do for all of us, for your love and concern. We appreciate them all. Po. And we'd like to thank you so much again for everything that you do for us here in INC Radio. I know we, of course, love you and miss you. Po. And of course, I'd like to also greet our district staff, of course, our district supervising minister, Brother Roland W. Andrade, of course, our CFO and district multimedia advisor, Brother Ivan Pascual. So, of course, I am Brother Bexa Yutok from here, from the local Western, the District of Manitoba. I'd like to greet everyone a great night and a good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Of course, we will see you again next week for INC Radio Canada. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you again.